like you know what I'm about, baby. Slide.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sakira, aka your favorite cosmic fairy. But if you're not new, you already knew that, period. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the Pick a Stone. Yes, it's a pick a card, you guys, but I didn't pull any of the cards yet. I'm going to pull them on camera for you guys as we're going through each group, just because that's the vibe. This is what I'm feeling today. But I hope you guys are doing well. You guys, I did not post any videos last week. The summer has been summering, but I wanted to post this week because I'm going away on vacation, and I kind of wanted to, because I'm not going to be in my typical setup. I'm going to film when I'm on vacation, you guys, but it won't be, it won't be all of this. So I kind of wanted to get my last little finesse in with the lights in the backdrop, all that good stuff, before I go away and you guys kind of see me in a different environment. So that being said, welcome you guys to, a calm little pick a card. This is just what you need to know right now. I know that, we have 6 planets right now in retrograde. I know somebody out there needs some help. I know somebody out there needs some guidance, needs something to make them feel better. So we got the works and the motions, you guys. Let's get into it. So I'm not going to give you guys a close-up of the stones. I'm just gonna hold them up for you, just because I feel like it's not really necessary. If you guys prefer me to show a close-up of whatever it is, if it's a stone, if it's a freaking emoji I'm inserting, if it's the actual piles, if you guys like the close-ups and you prefer them, comment below, let me know, because I'll switch it up for you guys going forward. But if you don't care, I'm gonna assume that it's all good to do it this way, you know what I'm saying? Okay, group 1, you guys are gonna be the rose quartz, the love quartz, you know what I'm saying? Group number 2, you guys are the golden quartz. We love this gold bad boy right here. And group number 3, the last but not least, you guys are the angel aura quartz. Come on, it's giving divine vibes, it's giving cosmic vibes. Let's get into it. Okay, you know what, you guys, just because that was a little quick, I'm gonna go through it again. So group 1, you guys got the rose quartz, right? Hopefully this little hand thing in the back of the stone works. I don't know if you guys are getting that close up. Group number 2, you guys are the golden quartz. This is your stone right here. And group number 3, you guys are the angel aura quartz. And this is your stone right here. All right, so that's it, you guys. Getting into the reading itself, we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Groups 2 and 3, I will see you at your designated timestamps. Everything's listed in the description below, including all 6 of the decks that we're going to be using for this video today. So without further ado, group number 1, let's get to you. All right, group number 1, if you chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. This is what you need to know right now, what you need to hear. We're going to start with this deck right here. Let me get the name for you guys. The Spirit Messages. Let me tell you guys a funny story. So I thought I lost one of the cards for this deck. So I haven't been using it. I'm talking about almost a year I haven't pulled this deck out. And recently I went to the deck. I had it separate from my other ones, just so I know don't use that one. It's missing cards or whatever. And I go to something was just counted. Literally every single card was there. I must have miscounted before or something, and I assumed that it was missing card. You guys, let's just say this is a special one right here. So group 1, we're gonna start with this one for you guys. What does group 1 need to know, Spirit? Connecting with all of the viewers and the watchers that are tuning in to group 1, Power 1, Crystal 1. What do they need to hear at this time? What are the messages coming through for group number 1? What are the messages coming through for group number 1? What do they need to hear at this time? Any messages for group number 1, Power number 1, Crystal number 1, the Rose Quartz gang. Messages for group 1. What do they need to hear right now? We got 6 planets in retrograde, Spirit. What are the messages coming through? We have believe. First message for you guys. So it says, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So it's giving vibes of don't let anything or anyone tell you who you are and who you're not. Don't let anyone convince you that you can't be, do, or have it all. Don't even let your circumstances, group number 1, convince you that you cannot be, do, or have it all, right? I feel like your faith might get tested with all of these retrogrades, or just even at this time, if you're watching in this past retrograde season, you might just be, getting tested at this time in life. Things might be happening that are, causing you to question, if everything is actually working out in your favor, if the universe is actually working on your behalf, if everything's actually going to go, the way that you want it to go for you. But I'm feeling like the universe, your guides, your spiritual support team, I'm going to say your ancestors, guardian angels, they all want you to focus on the power of your belief, focus on faith, tune into that essence that connects you right to spirit, to source, and allow that to carry you through whatever tough time you might be experiencing right now. We have a mother's love, and the card almost caught on fire, so this must be really important. Group 1, it says, a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So group number 1, you guys might be needing to connect more with, if not, your mom or an ancestral mother figure that may have passed for you. You're needing to connect with your own inner, like, nurturing sense of nurturing, or like your own inner mother, whether you're a man or a woman watching, right? We all have the ability to nurture ourselves, to care for ourselves, to love ourselves in that like motherly way. And I feel like this is what you're needing to do. Some of you guys, whatever you're going through at this time, it may be, affecting your faith. And if you do have a mom who's here, who's present, a grandma, a maternal figure that you can turn to, this might be somebody who also really helps to instill and like encourage you to have more faith, that helps to really give you that check-in maybe when you need that sense of what am I looking for, you guys, that sense of like encouragement, or like that boost in your faith, in your belief, right, in the power of your ability to believe. But I do feel like there's something important for you guys, group 1, about connecting with your mom, or connecting with your own inner ability to be your own mother, because I feel like there's an energy of you guys needing to really nurture yourselves, or to be surrounded by nurturing people. I feel like that is something that helps you guys to feel better. It's something that helps you guys when you're going through stuff to feel more at ease, or to feel more cool, calm, and collected. Overall, we have find your center. Yeah, so cool, calm, and collected. Some of you guys are feeling really ungrounded as life is lifing, as things are happening, as your faith and your belief is being tested, and I keep getting that, like, you guys are getting tested. Whatever's happening is a test to see, okay, are you still responding the same ways? Are you still reacting the same ways? If you are, how can you change that so that you can attract different things into your life, right? Because think of it this way. When you are wanting to change circumstances in your life, when you're wanting to change the experiences that you're having, you don't start by changing the experiences externally or the circumstances externally. You change the internal reaction to what's happening, and then you will start to notice that life starts to reshape itself around who you choose to be on the inside. Now, remember I was saying, it's like don't allow circumstances and people around you and stuff like that to define you. I was almost getting this vibe of like, you guys kind of, oh my God, I was going somewhere with that and I lost it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, group number 1. It was I was going with this flow of like, allowing yourself to know that you can be, do, or have, certain things in life, and not allowing your circumstances to tell you that you can't do this, that this is not working out for you. That was along the lines of where I was going. But if the download itself comes back, I will give it to you guys. But going back to find your center, I'm going to read it. So it says, your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. Holy freaking crap. I can't make this up. It says, when the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask yourself, when was the last time I checked in with myself? I was telling you guys, some of you guys need to be around nurturing people, or like you're needing to nurture and mother yourself. Group number 1, this is what I'm talking about. When was the last time you checked in with yourself? When was the last time you stopped to say, okay, a lot of things are happening. Life is lifing right now. I need to see if I'm good. I need to make sure I'm good. And if I'm not, how can I become better? How can I feel better? And for a lot of you, it is by connecting with that maternal energy, whether it is your own maternal nature, man or woman, or a maternal figure external from you, right? That you have access to. Let's see what else we have going on for you guys. We're going to move on to the Sacred Traveler's Oracle for group 1. What needs to be heard, said, and honored for those that are tuning in, that want clarity, that want guidance, that want help here. What needs to be heard, said, and honored? Thank you so much. For group 1, pile 1, those that are watching, tuning in, what do they need to hear at this time? And I wanted 2 cards too, so look at that. All right, we have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Right? And we have that next to believe. And then we have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So it's interesting, you guys. I was doing the readings for TikTok today, group 1. And one of the signs, I want to say it was maybe the fire signs. I don't really remember. But one of the signs got a message that came through about, embracing literally gratitude and enthusiasm and like being in that energy, how it's such a magnet for more like it, right? So if you are already expressing gratitude for the things around you, the things that you can be happy for, the things that you are really appreciative of in your life right now, you will begin to embrace more of that energy, right? Some of you guys are needing to be grateful for the fact that you have people around you that are able to like, you know, love you through hard times and really able to like hold space for you on an emotional level. Or for others of you too, right? Embracing the happiness or the enthusiasm behind the fact that you get to do this for yourself, right? I just feel like this energy of like gratitude being the attitude group number one. But with crossing bridges, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, releasing. I definitely feel like, and it's so funny because if you look, the person on the bridge is kind of holding the lantern to your belief, right? To that card right there. And I almost feel like for you guys, it's this energy of like, what do I need to check in with myself about regarding that is keeping me from, you know, having faith or believing in the impossible or what seems like the impossible, right? Some of you guys, you know, you want your circumstances to change, but what you're needing to release, what you're needing to heal from is the story that you're walking with that tells you like, oh, well, I've been through this before, or I've seen people go through this, and people don't usually, you know, they don't come out of this okay. You know, things don't usually work out for people when they're in these types of scenarios, right? Like if you're thinking negatively, if you're holding negativity, you know, in regards to anything that you're needing to have faith with, you're needing to release those negative thoughts. You're needing to release the negative mindsets. You're needing to release the attachment you have to feeling like you already know how things are going to play out, because you don't. Let me say this, you can allow things to play out the way that you're believing them to, because guess what happens? You attract what you think, you attract what you believe, you attract what you are. So if you're a person and you're thinking these thoughts, you're believing these thoughts that are negative, you're vibrating at that negative frequency. So you're going to continue to attract a lot of negativity, a lot of things that you don't want. But when you are beginning to, you know, shift that energy, you start to embrace happiness and enthusiasm and gratitude, you will literally see your outside world change around you. You will also begin to feel more centered, more cool, calm, and collected, more at peace inside, right? Your overall energy is valiant courage. Take action with passion. So I do feel like some of you guys, this could be in regards to maybe something you're wanting to do, something you're wanting to pursue. Maybe there's a venture, a quest, a new opportunity, a new experience you're looking forward to, you know, experiencing, and you're saying to yourself like, you know, I don't have faith in this situation or this opportunity. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get this done or how I'm going to be able to do this. You're just needing to follow your action, to follow your passion, whatever this is. If you feel good about it, if you are enthusiastic about it, if you are grateful for whatever this is, it lights you up on the inside. You feel all of the good stuff when you think about whatever this opportunity or experience is. That means that that is literally the universe telling you through feeling that this is what's next for you. So if you're going through a hard time and it's really stemming from the fact that you believe that you can't go after this opportunity or you can't experience this, or life is just going in ways that you don't necessarily understand and you don't really vibe with it, you don't really like it, the universe wants you to know at this time that it takes for you to say, I'm going to step up and I'm going to start to do things differently. I'm going to start to take different actions and make sure my actions are based only in what feels good, only what makes me passionate. And I'm talking about if you get up on your day off and you know that you have certain things to do, especially if they're not time pressing, right? We're not talking about things that you have to get done by today. Today is the deadline. We're not talking about those things, right? We're talking about the things that maybe you have some time to play with. Maybe you're like, you know, I'd rather get it done so I don't have to worry about it. Go with, like, plan your day according to what feels good. I notice more and more, like a lot of us, and this is such a sidebar group number one, right? But a lot of us, we tend to apply pressure on ourselves when we feel obligated or responsible to get certain things done. And it's like when you really think about what manifestation is, it literally, well, manifestation is you just calling to you what you are. But if you want to manifest positive things, good things, things that feel really nice, things that feel really fun, you have to be in that energy to attract it. You attract what you are. So if you're forcing yourself to do things that don't feel good, you're going to keep attracting situations that don't feel good. When you start allowing yourself to only do the things that feel good for you outside of your, you know, time sensitive obligations, right? Then you'll see the difference there. You see what I'm saying, group number one? I hope I made that make sense for you guys. But let's get some more cards on the table. For group one, connecting with the energy of those who are watching, tuning in, Spirit. What else do they need to know at this time? We got 6 retrogrades going on, Spirit. What is happening for group number one? What do they need to know? One more shuffle. For group one, what do they need to know? For group one, what do they need to know? Be bold and make the first move with meditate and contemplate. Period. period. So that is 2 energies coming through for you guys, where you're needing to take action, you're needing to make the first move, you're needing to get things done. This is what I was also going to say to you guys too. That taking action is not just physically doing the work. Like, if, let's say, you want to start a new business, it's not just, oh, let me, start looking into the research, or let me start, lining up investors, or however you go about your business dealings, right? This is internal work. Remember that card said it's an inside thing, right? Your outside reality is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside of you. So I feel like for you guys, taking action is really like making sure you check in with yourself, making sure you are, doing the work internally. For some of you, this is shadow work. We have that healing and mending and releasing. For some of you, it's shadow work. For others of you, it's just checking in with yourself and monitoring your thoughts, your beliefs, the conversations you're having with yourself. Because believe, your conversations are not private. If you are manifesting or you're seeing things in your life playing out right now that you don't like, it is because the conversations you are having with yourself that you think God is not listening to, the universe is actually hearing everything. And it's like, oh, that's what you're saying, so it must be true. Let me give you more of that. Oh, that's what you're believing? That must be true. Let me give you more of that. Oh, that's what you're thinking? You must want some more of that. Here you go. You know what I'm saying, group number 1? So this is what I'm saying. Like, taking action, yes, do the inspired action. Act on the things that feel good to you and act in ways that feel good to you. But also, take action internally to do the work, because that is where all of the resolutions and solutions to your outside energies lie, right? With meditate and contemplate, we have new moon in Pisces. So group number 1, I definitely feel like what you're needing to do right now is to set some time aside to really sit down in meditation, right? Some of you guys, this is not only so that you can get clarity, it's also to put you in a more tranquilized and peaceful state. Because I am feeling like you guys in group number 1, you're going through it. Like, life is lifing. I just keep getting life is lifing. Things are happening outside of your control, beyond your control. And it just feels like you guys need to really take some time to sit with self. This is that check-in, right? Like the card was talking about, when was the last time you checked in with yourself? Sometimes, through meditation, you get the ultimate check-ins, because guess what? As you are working to quiet your mind in meditation, all you're going to hear are all of the thoughts that you've been suppressing, and they're going to be coming up. Once you become aware of those thoughts, you can do the work to change them. So some of you guys, you're needing to work on your internal world. You're needing to work on your internal energy. If you're going through a lot in retrograde season, or even if you're watching this after retrograde season, the key to resolving whatever you're going through is to release whatever is no longer serving you inside. Overall, we have look at the bigger picture. Come on. It's like some of you guys are looking at your immediate circumstances like, I got to fix this, I got to fix that, I got to fix that. You're looking at the details. The bigger picture is all of those things will resolve themselves. Every last one of those scenarios will resolve themselves when you sit down with yourself and you check in and you release what is no longer serving you and you do the inner work, right? All right, so let's see what else we have for you guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move these over and I'm going to get 6 cards for group 1. Connecting with group number 1, Spirit, what needs to be heard, said, and honored. Can we get 6 cards on the table for group number 1? What needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 1 as they are going through life, as they are dealing with whatever may be coming up for them? What do they need to do at this time? What is the most important and relevant message for group number 1 at this time? I'm going to leave this out. We got the 5 of Cups in reverse. For group number 1, we got the 3 of Swords in reverse. I love how all of these negative cards are coming out in reverse. 3 of Swords, heartbreak. 5 of Cups, sorrow, grieving, mourning, loss. Both in reverse. Like, turn that frown upside down, group number 1. Snap out of it. I'm here, snap out of it. Okay. Let's get 4 more cards out for group 1, please. Thanks. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Come on, listen, group 1. I'm hearing everything's working out for you. Everything's working out for you. Whatever you've been giving your energy to, it's time to stop. If you've been giving your energy to heartbreak, to what's not working out for you, to money problems, if you've been giving your energy to, the things that you've lost, like, ooh, I am getting a message too. If any of you have lost a maternal figure or somebody really close to you recently, I am seeing that, the period of grieving for that is going to be over soon as well. And my condolences to anyone who is dealing with loss, in that sense, because I know how that is. I lost my grandma a little over 3 years ago, and that thing I still be feeling it, Look, we have the Knight of Wands, which is that taking action with passion. We have look. The Knight of Wands, and you have somebody on a horse, night energy, and this is talking about passion. Yeah, you guys are definitely needing to find what feels good and do more of that. Literally, I can't make this up. Let me get some more cards on the table for you guys. We need 2 more, and we got 2 right here. Okay, I don't want those. Let me see what's gonna come out for group number 1. For group 1, can we get 2 more messages? The 8 of Cups, releasing what no longer freaking serves you. You gotta walk away. You gotta drop that ball, drop the baggage. Pack it up, group number 1. Okay. You guys, I got energy. I miss being on YouTube. It's been a while. I know. All right, let's see. 1 more card for group 1. That's 2. Can we get 1 more card for group number 1? Can we get 1 more card for group number 1? Thanks. The Ace of freaking Pentacles. Yo. Ah! Group 1, y'all know I get hype. Okay, look. The Queen of Wands. Oh my God. Group 1. Period. So I'm getting something with this Queen of Wands. Before I talk about how it applies to you, I'm seeing how it applies to the people around you. Remember I was talking about that because queens are known as mothers. They're like the archetypal mother in the tarot. Remember I was talking about a mom that really maybe she offers you nurturing vibes, or it doesn't have to be a mom, but a maternal energy around you or within you that offers those nurturing vibes. And it's almost like this is a person who really holds space. And they make you feel good, right? This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that as this applies to you needing to surround yourself with that nurturing energy, find that person who's the life of the party. Maybe you have an aunt or a mom or a grandma or sister. Maybe they just give off mature vibes even if they're younger than you, right? But find that maternal. I'm getting heavy energy on the maternal vibes, even if it's a man who just is super nurturing, right? Find that person that's yo, we're going to have fun. You're not going to stay down in the dumps. You're not going to stay in that energy of sulking and, feeling defeated. You're going to have fun. You're going to turn up. You're going to live your best life, and you're going to make it do what it do, group number 1. And I feel like this is what you're needing to surround yourself with. And if you don't have that around you, if you don't have access to a person who's like that, tap into this energy within you because it also exists within you. I'm feeling like this is coming through because what you need to know, group number 1, is you're needing to be more confident. You're needing to have more fun, open up to the beauty of life. The Queen of Wands is somebody, she literally takes life as it comes. She sits back, she allows, she's open, she's receptive. She's I'm gonna turn up, I'm gonna do what feels good. I look good, I smell good. I know I'm that man, I know I'm that woman. It doesn't matter, right? But this is just tapping into this energy of even she knows, she trusts fully her connection to the divine because she's fire, which is the element of ether, the element of spirit, right? She's so fully connected to God's source that she doesn't even have to worry. She's never upset unless you do something to really step on her toes, you know what I'm saying? But that's a little different. She's not upset with life and what life does because she knows that it's really just an opportunity in disguise for things to get better, for things to work out in her favor or in your favor, right? So tapping into that energy is going to be necessary for you guys with all of these. I want to keep saying the retrogrades, but even if you're watching and it's not retrograde season for you, with all of the things that are going on in your lives right now, that's kind of the energy you want to take on, because the first 3 cards that came out are all cards that are negative, but they're in reverse. And I love this because group number 1, this is you're needing to come out of this sorrow you feel for yourself or about your life or about your experiences, about your circumstances. This is, I need to, pick myself up again. I need to pick up the pieces emotionally again, right? This is, I'm not going to allow a heartbreaking situation, something that really is bothering me, something that I really feel, even betrayed or defeated by, to keep me down, to keep me in that sunken place, to keep me even stagnant emotionally and mentally, right? Then you have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is if you got money problems, if you are feeling unloved and uncared for and abandoned, if you are feeling like the world is out to get you, if you're feeling like a victim, big victim energy, right? This is the card that's telling you, because it's in reverse, what you need to know is that it's time to come out of that victim mentality. Everything's working out for you. It's time to come out of that, things don't work out in my favor. Everything's working out for you. It's time to come out of that, I never get what I want. Everything's working out for you, right? the last three cards here is like literally I'm feeling like I'm hearing fuck it. I have to be so honest, group number one. I'm hearing fuck it. I'm going to just say to hell with whatever is no longer serving me. I'm going to turn up, live my best life, do the things that feel good. And I'm going to allow the universe. Aces are connected directly to the universe, to God's source spirit. I'm going to allow the universe to take care of my needs, to take care of everything that's working, that seems to be working against me. And to really allow the coin to toss in my favor, right? Some of you guys also, what you need to know is that there's a brand new opportunity right around the corner for you, right? And I feel like this could be just a brand new opportunity to have a different experience when it comes to life. This could be a brand new opportunity to have a different experience when it comes to how you are reacting to the things that are coming up for you, right? But again, doing that inner work. The Eight of Cups is an internal energy, right? You see a person walking away physically, but it's cups, which tells you, and this is also Saturn and Pisces. Saturn is discipline and hard work. Pisces is, I love you. I want this. I'm so enamored with this situation. So sometimes you have to walk away from the things that you're used to, or the things that you're used to, involving yourself in, or the ways you're used to thinking and doing things, right? Walking away from those, even though it's like these feel good because I'm used to them. It's my comfort zone. It's not serving you, babes. And that's on period. Okay, let's see what you guys need to release, and then we're going to pull some self-care cards. I'm going to wrap this up. Connecting with group number one, what do they need to surrender at this time? I'm only going to get one card, you guys. Connecting with group number one, what do they need to surrender at this time, Spirit? What is the energy coming through for group number one that they need to be free from at this time, that they need to give up? What is the energy for group one that they need to release at this time? What needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number one? What do they need to be free from at this time? What is the energy coming through for group number one? All right. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. This is what you guys got. And it says, it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So this could be for those of you that are dealing with people around you that are just behaving in ways, maybe, dealing with you in ways that don't feel good to you, right? And maybe some of you guys have tried to fix these people, or try to teach them, like, this is how I want you to, treat me. This is how I want to engage with you. These are the type of experiences I want to have with you. Or these are my boundaries. Don't cross them, right? And maybe you guys are used to attracting people that just don't treat you right? Or they just don't, again, like, engage with you in healthy ways. This is the energy of releasing the idea that you have to fix this person, because again, it goes back to everything is internal. If you are dealing with people who are showing up in ways that are not healthy, that are toxic, that are not beneficial for you, or that don't serve you, all you have to do is go within, release the story that you have, that you even attract these types of people. Release the story in your mind that you have, that you are worthy of connections like this, whether it's romantic, family, friends, business-wise, right? Career, job, whatever. Release it. Give it to God. Don't even focus on the person. Focus on yourself. Focus on knowing that you are worthy of healthy partnerships, healthy friendships, healthy family ties, healthy engagements with people around you, right? One of my favorite affirmations is, I only attract the highest vibrational versions of anybody I interact with. And it literally works. Like, I've seen people who I've engaged with in my personal life that used to be kind of nasty. I'm not going to lie. People who I love very much, but they had problems, right? And as I started to affirm this, I noticed that I would get less of those problems in the interaction. Other people may still be dealing with those problems, but Sakira has no complaints, because Sakira is not affirming that there's something to complain about. I'm not even looking at the problem. There's nothing to fix with these people, because they are who they are. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on loving me. I'm focused on what's good in my life, and I will attract more of that, and I trust that, right? You guys have surrender your ego at the back. I'm not going to read it, but I just wanted to say that to you guys. Some of you guys also, your ego is the storehouse of negative feelings, thoughts, and beliefs, right? So surrendering your ego is really releasing and departing from any of those energies that are coming up for you that really just don't serve you. All right, so last messages coming through for you guys are the self-care messages. We're going to get 3. So these are just going to be the ways that Spirit is recommending that you can love on yourself, nurture yourself, care for yourself at this time, group number 1. Let's see what's coming through. For group 1, what are the ways that they can show themselves love, that they can make themselves feel better? What are the things that will help to, boost them up and make them feel really good? I don't know why I just did all of that, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to do one more shuffle. Spirit, what do they need to know at this time for group number 1? What do they need to know at this time for group number 1? What do they need to know at this time? Chanting, my favorite. So if you guys are not familiar with what chanting is, it's literally just repeating a mantra, which is just a statement. It can be in English, but my favorite mantras to chant are in Sanskrit, which is like a really ancient language that originated in India, if I'm not mistaken. But chanting is literally just saying something over and over so that you can begin to invoke the power behind those words. So if you guys are into chanting or you want to learn a little bit about it, let me know and I can create content letting you guys know like how I do it. I can show you, I can chant with you guys. But what I do is I chant 108 times just to touch base with each of my internal chakras, because we have in total 112 known chakras. 108 of them are the main ones that you want to focus on. So I chant 108 times. I like to do mantras that are in Sanskrit. So I'll do a mantra that's known as like the universal mantra, which is Om. But I also like the mantra that includes that. It says, or it goes, Om Mani Padme Hum. So you just chant that saying over and over and over. I have a mala that I use. And it has the 108 beads, and you just, you pull the beads towards you, so you keep count of how many times you said it. You don't lose count. But I used to use my fingers before I had a mala, so but if you don't want to chant in Sanskrit, pick an affirmation that vibes for you and chant that 108 times. Or for those of you that's like 108 is a bit much, just chant it for as long as it takes for you to feel good about what you're saying, for you to feel like you are internally taking in what it is that you're saying, right? My favorite. Okay, 2 more cards for group 1 and then we'll close out and go on to group number 2. You guys have make a vision board, period. So if you guys are really looking at, because they're bringing me back to this believe energy, if you guys are looking at, your life and the things that you want for yourself and the goals that you have for yourself, right? Making a vision board is a really, really good way to align yourself with what it is that you want to call into your life, because you are constantly, especially if it's in a location in your house or maybe at your job where you're going to constantly see it, I definitely feel like it's a good way to kind of invoke that energy as well, because let me tell you, a lot of times we manifest the things that we see, right? Like we use our senses to manifest. So if you have a certain taste from food, right? You might love that taste and you will manifest it maybe in different ways. Same thing if it's a certain sound. I know for me, I love music. So when I hear certain tones or certain melodies or certain arrangements, I really, really vibe with it. So what I'm saying is like connecting with your senses, using like the visual, or even if it's not, making a vision board, I'm also getting for you guys doing visualization practices where you are sitting back. I like to do this in my bed. I do it before I go to bed. I do it when I wake up. I daydream a lot. So I do it like when I'm at work. I do it wherever, right? But if you want to sit back and just visualize what it is that you want to call into your life and visualize yourself having it and how you feel as you're experiencing this thing and how happy you are and how grateful you feel and how good it all feels, right? That is literally creating the emotional sensation as if it's really happening, and that allows it to speed up so it can actually happen, right? Notice how all of the advice, you guys, is like, it's like self-focused, right? It's not about, changing your external reality. It's all of these internal things that are going to help you to shift. And by you shifting, you're shifting your outside world as well, right? Last card for group number 1. What do they need to hear? What would be beneficial for group 1? Positive freaking affirmations. Yo, group 1, I can't freaking make this up. Oh my God. There you have it. I'm not even going to touch on that too much because I feel like throughout this reading for you guys, I've been talking about affirmations and how you can use them. Literally chanting and positive affirmations. Like, I can't make this up, group number 1. So if you guys vibe with this, please comment down below. Let me know, your story, what you're going through, what you're experiencing. I love giving you guys advice. I do comment back. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all those good things, because I want to see this channel grow, and I'm sure you guys do too. And I want us to like really get where we're going, and I want to be able to help so many people. So the only way to do that, you guys, is to help the algorithm help this channel to get pushed out to more viewers like yourselves, so that we can really get it popping, period. You guys have family. So I was talking to you guys also about, connecting with the people around you that really make you feel loved and nurtured and really bring out that excitement for you. So that's even more confirmation coming through. But group 1, we're finito. This is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I love you. I hope that this made you feel good after me not posting last week, because I know a lot of you guys, like, when I don't post, y'all be looking for me. Don't look for me. Don't come for me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm done. All right, group one. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for real. I'm going over to group number two now. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video, or if you're heading over to group 2 or 3, I'll see you there. Peace out. All right, group number 2, if you chose the golden quartz, then this is going to be your reading. What is it that you need to know right now, you guys? We're just going to get into some of the cards because look, we got 6 planets in retrograde, group number 2. I know life is life and for somebody, and even if you're watching this after retrograde season, this is just what you need to know. So if you came across this, you probably are going through something, or you're probably experiencing, you know, life doing things that you're not necessarily happy with. So let's see what the universe wants you to know at this time. If you're struggling, if you're feeling the feels of life is lifing, or if you just want some guidance, let's see what's going on for the collective of group number 2. For group 2, you guys have new beginnings. Oh, we like that. It's funny because the first card that came out is yellow. You guys chose golden quartz. So I'm getting solar plexus energy here. This could be tied to like you needing to like have the willpower, the determination, even the confidence to take action towards something new. But let's talk about it. So we have everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. So some of you guys, you could be experiencing life right now, you know, closing out cycles and chapters like left and right so that you can be pushed in a new direction. I'll give you guys a perfect example. This is like a sidebar, right? But I was talking to my mom the other day, and she had just got this job. She's been there for maybe like a year now, working as a nurse, and she's making like, you know, her first 6-figure salary, like really, really good things. And then she called me the other day and she was like, hey, like it's not looking too good for this job. I think I'm gonna, you know, have to try to find something else because I don't think this is working out. And she was really down about it and stuff. But she was just like, you know, it feels like every time something goes happening, like it just gets shut down, stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, you just gotta have faith, and you just gotta trust that the universe is closing a door for you because a brand new one is about to open. Literally about 3 hours after that phone conversation, she calls me back and she's like, guess what? I just got a job offer making double what I was making and working less time, working less days. So do you see how that works out? Like sometimes the universe will begin to shut doors in our lives. Sometimes the universe will begin to close out cycles, unbeknownst to us, or even just against what we feel like we want in that moment, because there's something better, there's something new waiting around the corner for us, right? So with this, you guys, I do feel like if you are experiencing, you know, loss, if you're experiencing changes, if you're experiencing, you know, things ending for you, this is a time where you're really facing a lot of new beginnings. There's a lot of new energy on the table for you. And the universe is literally doing this because it's trying to almost like put you, some of us, we need this energy where we're like up against the wall, our backs are against the wall, and we have no choice but to do or to go in the direction that the universe is trying to push us in anyway, right? Because the universe is big picture energy. The universe sees beyond what we see and knows beyond what we know. And so it's like, well, until we tap into the universal consciousness and then we know what the universe knows. But that's different. For most of us, we haven't tapped into that element of God source yet, right? So we're just here existing in our human form, trying to figure things out. And it's like with God seeing things beyond what we see, the universe is making things happen, making things shake for us, right? So let's get one more card and then we'll get into the rest of the decks. Connecting with group 2, what else do they need to hear at this time? What else needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 2? Connecting with group 2, what else needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 2? We have give back. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thoughts or expectation of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits. As it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. So this is another message coming through for you guys, group number 2. I do feel like there's something about you guys where you have this ability to maybe be of help or of service to people. Maybe you guys are gifted. This could even be a new beginning where you guys are maybe changing careers and you're going to be, you know, starting a business based on what your gifts and your talents are, and you're going to be helping a lot of people. But for some of you guys too, like if these two are tied together and it's like this energy of you needing to have this brand new beginning where you're now giving, right? Where you're now doing something to help benefit people. Some of you guys, you could be nervous about, you know, stepping out on faith when it comes to that. Because again, if it's new for you, if you've never done that, if this is about a business, or some type of like project or like volunteer thing, and you've never done that, then this could be an energy of like, well, this is the unknown for me. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me. I don't really know how to navigate this space or this energy, right? But you guys have choices as your overall energy. And this says, when you accept responsibility for your life and the choices that you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So I do feel like some of you guys are being intuitively led to do something, right? I feel like this new beginning is all about you serving the collective, or you being of service to people, or you helping people, right? Some of you guys, maybe you're feeling called to like be a missionary, or maybe you're feeling called to like go out there and to really act on something you feel passionate about, which is maybe helping people. It doesn't even have to be in a sense where it's like a homeless shelter. Maybe you're helping people who's been through, domestic violence, and you're helping them find like, resources and support. Maybe like whatever this looks like for you, right? Maybe you have a business where maybe like me, you read tarot, or you are like some type of like psychic, or you're an astrologer, and you help people get clarity in those aspects. Maybe you read like, human design charts and stuff, right? But whatever this is, I feel like you're needing to have this or open up to this new opportunity to be able to give back to people, because you're feeling intuitively led and called to do it anyway. It's just a matter of making the choice and the decision to say yes. And I do feel like the more you resist whatever this is, it feels like your calling is calling you, right? And the more you resist whatever this is, the more the universe is going to put your back against the wall until you fulfill your prophecy. Literally, like we all took assignments when we came here, you guys, right? And so how it works is like before you were born, you're a spirit, you're in the 5D or whatever realm you're in where you make these choices, and you say, okay, this is the life that I'm in or that I'm going to choose. These are going to be my parents. These are going to be the people that I'm interacting with. You guys signed your soul contracts, you get born, and you fulfill whatever your contract was supposed to be. And your contract is always for the greater good of the collective, right? Some of you guys, you have, natural gifts and stuff that you literally signed a soul contract to have, that you're meant to be using to heal the collective at this time, or you're meant to be using to do something good for the world at this time. And it's like, if you're not doing that, the universe is going to get you on track one way or another, is what I'm feeling for you guys, group number 2. But that willpower, that confidence, that solar plexus energy, they're bringing me back to the yellow crystal. Needing to tap into that could be, a message for you guys. So let's see. This is super specific, you guys. If this doesn't, if you feel like this isn't your message, check out group 1 or group 3 or maybe a different video. But I feel this. Group number 2, you guys are healers. You guys are people that are here to do work for the collective. You guys are missionaries. You guys are counselors. You guys are psychics and readers. You guys are coaches, right? Like you guys are here. You guys have gifts, talents, services to offer. And it's about time that you just tapped into it, Or if you're already tapped in, it's about time that you embrace the new beginning that wants to come as a result of it. All right, connecting with group 2, what other messages are coming through? We got 6 retrogrades going on. Life is life, and what needs to come through for the collective spirit? Thank you. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. So what you need to know right now, group number 2, is that you're actually entering a season, because this came right next to new beginnings. You're entering a season where you're going to have so many, I don't like the word blessings, and I'll tell you guys why. I'm really into gematria, and I'm really into studying like words, and they say words are spells, words can be curses, right? So the word bless means to be less, right? Just like black means to be lack, right? You got to pay attention to like the letters, the numbers, all that stuff. But I'm not be lessing anything. So I like the word abundance. I like the word prosperity, all those other words, right? But abundance is showering your life, is what I'm going to say to you guys. And it definitely feels like it's associated with this new beginning. It definitely feels like this is something you need to know if you're going through hard times, maybe even financially. I do feel like there is an opportunity for you to make a lot of money, or like, to just be really financially okay, emotionally okay, family wise be okay by embracing something new, something you're feeling called to do, but maybe you're a little scared, or maybe you just don't feel worthy, you don't feel confident, maybe you don't feel ready, maybe you don't feel like you have what it takes to get it done. But all of that feels like solar plexus energy, and I do feel like a lot of you guys need to do like energy work on your chakras, bringing those into balance and making sure those are, in healthy rotations, right? Because your chakras are literally like spinning wheels of vortex energy. You want to make sure that it's not clogged and conked with stuff, and you want to make sure that it's not out of balance, right? Then we have narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So I definitely feel like, because this gives me the vibe of that card that I saw that said choices. And it definitely feels like, and it's interesting, we have stay connected under this. And it's giving me vibes of connecting with people. Like, you guys, I feel like what you need to know, group number 2, is that you have a purpose in life, and it's really to connect with people, or at least this is what's next for you, right? Like, the next big thing in your life is going to be you really connecting with a lot of people. Even if you look here, we have 2 hands, right? Like, connecting with people, being of service and of use, and, you know, healing people, helping people to grow and maybe expand, or helping people to, like, you know, get past their traumas, or whatever this is. But I do feel like, again, you are really being called at this time, whenever you are watching this, because this is timeless, you're being called at this time to really, like, do something good for the world. With tread thoughtfully, narrow pathway, I feel like for you guys, what you need to know is that this is a time in your life where you're really needing to be calculated and intentional about your thought process, right? This is a card to me that always symbolizes, like, you know, your thoughts create your reality. You manifest what you think, believe, and what you conceive that you are, right? And so with that being the case, being mindful of your thoughts, being intentional with your thoughts, treading thoughtfully, means that you are now tapped in with the ability to master your thoughts, to master your mind. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, group number 2, this is something that you're maybe needing to put a little effort into, because when it comes to this new beginning, some of you guys, you have negative thoughts that come up for you. You have things that come up for you that tell you that you can't be, you do a habit, you can't succeed, you can't be successful, it's not going to work out, there's no money in that, you can't survive when you do that, whatever this is for you, right? But it definitely is coming through, like, being mindful of how you are thinking about whatever this opportunity is that's coming up for you. You guys, I live in New York City, and it's summertime, so you're going to hear motorcycles, you're going to hear car horns, you're going to hear all types of stuff that's going on, because New York is just lit in the summer. I can't help it. But I just want to let you guys know that, because I just heard the craziest, like, motorcycle drive by, and I'm like, what in the world? No matter. But yeah, connecting to this energy of, like, you know, giving back and doing things for people, being thoughtful or being intentional with the thoughts that you think about that opportunity. Because I do feel like I'll give you guys another example, right? Like, when I first got into tarot, I struggled so much to make money in my business, because I didn't think that there was money in it, like, in that field. I felt guilty about accepting money. Like, I had all of these beliefs and pre-programmed thoughts that were kind of blocking me from all of the abundance that really wanted to make its way to me, that is now making its way to me, because I've been doing the work to release said thoughts and beliefs, right? But for you guys, I do feel like you're needing to be very intentional with your thoughts as you are opening up to this opportunity, because this could be either really enjoyable or really, really unpleasant. Either way, I do feel like this is a situation that's unfolding for you regardless. The universe is pushing you in a new direction. How resistant you are to a new situation will determine how good or bad you feel in that experience, right? Just some food for thought. Overall, you guys have choosing your path. All is possible. So literally, I was just saying, I used to struggle thinking that, you know, I couldn't do certain things, or there was no money in what I was doing, or it wasn't going to work out for me. I'm not going to be successful. I can't go viral on TikTok or YouTube. Like, those were the thoughts I used to think. But I feel like for you guys, like, whatever you are meant to be doing, you may have thoughts that are similar to that. I can't do it. That's never going to happen for me. There's no money in that. I can't survive doing that. Everything is possible. When you tap into the power of your thoughts, and that's why you're needing to tread thoughtfully, you realize that everything in this universe is possible. You can call it into being with the power of the universe by your side as you are co-creating with God's source spirit. And you can literally manifest the life of your dreams, the career of your dreams, the financial stability of your dreams, right? Like, it's all yours for the taking, so long as your thoughts align and your being aligns, your vibration and frequency aligns with what it is that you're calling towards you, right? Next, we're gonna let's do this one. Okay, connecting with group number 2. What do they need to hear at this time? As life is getting real serious, what does group number 2 need to hear at this time? You guys, I'm in such a playful mood today. I feel really, really good. It could be the orange I'm wearing, which is like sacral energy. I'm not really too sure, but I'm feeling it, you know? I'm feeling it. Okay. For group number 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored. Lola, do not touch that tripod. Lay down, please. Lay down, mama. Lay down. She looks at me like I'm crazy. She did it. First, she has to look at me like I'm nuts, and then she'll do it. But it's like, I think it's that energy, because she's a Scorpio. Her birthday is Halloween, And she be looking at me like, girl, you said what? You know who you talking to? That's big Scorpio over here. What you talking about? Group 2, I can't take it. You guys got a little bit of the Lola action today. For group 2, what do they need to hear at this time? For group number 2, what do they need to hear at this time? Expect powerful change. Holy crap. So this is what I'm saying. It's like whether you like it or not, it's like ready or not, here the change comes, here the new beginning comes. And you know, a lot of times when we get something new, the universe has to make space. Everything's about balance. You can't have, if the scale is like this and you got all these things in your life, right? And the universe is like, okay, but now I'm ready to add more. You don't want to tip the scale in one direction or another. So the universe is like, all right, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put some more things on there. So now it's back to being balanced, right? So sometimes as the universe is taking or closing, you know, out cycles in our lives, we feel like this. We're like, yo, the scale is tipping. I don't feel balanced. I don't like this. I don't know what's going on, until the universe gives and we're like, oh, that's what's going on. And sometimes the universe gives and we're like, oh, that's what's going on. So I do feel like for you guys, you know, group number 2, whatever you're going through, whatever chapters, I just keep getting chapters are closing. There's something new presenting itself and you just don't feel like you're ready. You don't feel confident. You don't feel like you can do it. You don't feel like you have what it takes. And it's like, just change the power of your thoughts, embrace the change, be happy for the change, be grateful for the change, right? Shout to God with love and excitement for the change, because this is all working out in your, look, it's the rainbow abundance. You guys know the word that I'm not going to say, but it's rainbow abundance. Everything's working out in your favor. All right, so I'll take this one. I'll take that one because it flipped over. You guys have a step out of your comfort zone, North Node. And I was saying that it's like some of you guys, you know, you're used to, you guys, let me drink some water. I got a little sparkling water. Hold on. That's beautiful. Okay. My throat started doing some crazy stuff, but you know, some of you guys, the cycles you're in, or the ones that are recently just closed out, those places, those experiences, those circumstances, those were your comfort zone. This new beginning is not your comfort zone. The universe is saying to you right now, group number 2, that you're needing to step out of your comfort zone if you want to see growth, if you want to see the abundance, the prosperity, if you want to see powerful change. You have to step out of your comfort zone. That is the only way to it. The only way to it is through it. And that's on period. That's on period. But let's see what else we have for you guys. I'm going to spread these cards out because I'm going to pull some tarot for you guys next. But overall, your hard work is paying off. So, you know, some of you guys, like maybe already, like, you know, you're already tapped in with this energy, right? Or some of you guys also, right? It's not even about, you know, you've already opened the door to whatever your ability to give back to the world looks like. Now it's about mastering your mind, mastering your thoughts. And I do feel like some of you guys, if you've been doing the work already, the universe needs you to know that your hard work is paying off. Things are working out for you, right? For those of you that haven't started doing the inner work, once you start, just know everything that you apply, all the effort you put into yourself, all the effort you put into healing your chakras, to releasing the negativity in your mindset, to cleaning up your emotional space, right? All of that internal work, it's going to pay off. And you're going to see such powerful change that looks like abundance, prosperity, financial stability, security, happiness, connectivity, healing, all of these things that maybe you've been wanting, but maybe you've been too scared to embrace. That's what's waiting on the other side of this change for you. When this new door, this new opportunity opens, that's what's waiting for you on the other side, right? So let's see. Let's get some tarot on the table for group 2. And let's see what we got. Connected with the energy of group number 2, pile number 2, or crystal number 2. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. I'm going to keep saying it. We got 6 retrogrades going on. Somebody talk to me. What's going on right now? You guys, I'm telling you, the retrogrades are retrograding. I don't know about y'all, but listen. For a lot of you guys too, this could be as a result of the retrograde. And even if you're not watching this during retrograde season, you know, life is just doing what it's doing for you at this time. And I just feel like, I don't even know why the cards are not shuffling, you guys. This is crazy. I'm blaming everything on the retrograde. Mercury retrograde shadow period has already started. If I'm not mistaken, if it didn't start yet, it's about to. It's real close. And I don't know about y'all. I got 2 Mercury placements in my big 3 and I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay. Look, we got the Devil, we got the Lovers. 2 major arcana coming through for the group number 2. It's like, are you going to give into fear or are you going to give into love? Because the Devil is like feeling stuck, feeling bound to something, but the Lovers talks about a choice. So it's like, are you going to feel stuck and bound to the fear, to the negativity? Or are you going to make a choice to live in love and to live in celebration and to live in gratitude for everything that's opening up for you, right? This is what I'm seeing for you guys so far, but we're going to get 4 more cards on the table. For group 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored? Thank you. We got the Ace of Cups, the 7 of Swords. Okay. 2 more cards, please, for group 2. 2 cards for group 2. What's the vibe? What's the word for group 2? Ooh. How do you want this? Oh my God. I did not want this thing to land in the candle. We got the Queen of Swords with the 10 of Wands. Right. Beautiful. Okay. So, you guys, let me tell you what I see going on here. Let's talk about the overall energy first. Overall, you guys got Justice in reverse. I was just talking about the scales being imbalanced and how, you know, when Source is clearing things up and they're taking things out that no longer serve us, we kind of feel like we're going from balance because we're comfortable to being imbalanced because now we're uncomfortable, right? I do feel like that's what's happening for you guys right now. The unseen energy is the 4 Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the things that you've been holding on to, that you've been wanting to keep really, really close to you, the universe is like, it's time to give it up. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. That comfort zone gotta go. The familiar has to go. The fear that's telling you you can't be, do, or have the success in this next chapter of your life gotta go, right? So, with these first 3 cards here, we have the Devil, the Lovers, and the Ace of Cups. Notice we have 2 cards here talking about love and opening the heart space, which tells me that that is the more important message, right? The fear is here, but you can completely disregard that. You can transmute this energy and turn it into love, which will open your heart space, right? Some of you guys are needing to make a decision from this place of having an open heart space, saying, you know what, I'm open to whatever this opportunity is. I choose to say yes to this opportunity. I choose to embrace this opportunity for whatever it brings towards me, because I know the universe is not a malefic, what's the word? Oh my God, I can't think of the word. It's the opposite of benevolent. Maleficent, I don't know if that's the word, but I know the universe is not out to get me, is what I'm trying to say, right? Group number 2, I know anything that the universe does is always with love for me and for, you know, my best and highest good. So I do feel like that's the mindset to keep, because oftentimes your mind will play tricks on you. This is a card of like ego, self-sabotage, your thoughts getting the better of you, right? Your thoughts even deceiving you. And so sometimes the Devil representing your ego, your thoughts could be telling you all types of things, telling you like you are not ready, telling you that, you know, you can't do these things, and infiltrating your mindset with all of this negativity. And I feel like what you guys need to know right now, group number 2, is that it's time to allow the negativity to pass through you so that the love can resurface. Being very intentional with your thoughts and being clear about what thoughts represent baggage, being clear about what thoughts are no longer serving you, being clear about what thoughts are no longer adding up to the life and the result that you want, and being intentional, calculated about releasing, about closing out those chapters and closing out those cycles. If you guys hear my stomach grumbling, I am so sorry. I didn't eat lunch yet. I will after I film this, pick a card, but your girl's getting hungry. So let's get into some more messages for you guys. Group number 2. I feel like group number 1's reading was long because I was talking a lot, but for you guys, I feel like I'm kind of getting to the point. Like I'm talking a lot with you guys too, but for group 1, I was talking too much. I don't know, but I said it needed to be said. Somebody needed to hear it, and that's on period. All right, group 2. Let's get into your messages. So, what needs to be heard, said, and honored for group 2? Let's get 1 card of surrender, and then we will close out with a card of love. Well, with 3 cards of self-love and care, and how you can nurture yourself and how you can get yourself feeling better. What does group 2 need to release at this time? What's going on with group number 2 that they need to surrender or get rid of? Okay, surrender to joy. We love it, period. I'm not going to read this one, but you guys have surrender to effortlessness. So surrendering to effortlessness, to joy, to knowing that things are working out for you, to being happy, celebrating that everything, that this change that's coming is only coming, you know, to support your best and highest good, right? So surrendering to joy says, A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So you guys, this is what I'm seeing. It's like this energy of needing to be happy. Look how new beginnings and surrender to joy are both yellow. So you guys really have this solar plexus energy coming through so strong. And I feel like it's this energy of, getting happy in your mind space and allowing that to kind of balance out the solar plexus, where you start to feel like, you guys ever feel that energy of like, when you are down in the dumps, you feel defeated almost. Like you feel like you don't have what it takes to do this, to do that. But when you're happy, it's almost like a superpower. I don't know about you guys, but when I get happy, I start feeling like I can take on the world. I can do this. This is surmountable. I can overcome this. I can get this done. I can figure this out. Or the universe is working on my behalf and I actually believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're happy, when you're in that frequency, that high vibe frequency of joy, that's where the magic is at, group number 2. That's on period. So let me get some self-care messages out for you guys. I was going to say some self-care cards. For group 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored? What are the self-care messages that they need to hear at this time? For group 2, those that are viewing, watching, tuning in, what needs to be heard, said, and honored at this time? For group number 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored at this time? What do they need to do to love on themselves and get themselves in that joyful state? The first thing we have is intuition. So I do feel like, because also the Ace of Cups is a card of intuition as well, right? Water, it holds that, it holds memory, but it also holds like the fluidity of the spirit. It's like the universe can send messages to you through energies of like water. I don't really know how to explain that one, you guys, but water definitely is connected to a sense of intuition. And I feel like connecting with your intuition is something that will make you guys feel more confident, right? Because I know for me, when I doubt my intuition, I feel like I can't do anything. I feel like I don't trust myself enough to do anything. But when I feel like I'm really tapped in with my intuition, I feel like I really connect with God and the direction that God is leading me in my life. I feel so good about, leaning into my intuition and following its guidance. For you guys, 2 more cards. Some of you guys need to get your joy right by doing this. If you can read the card, it's S to the E and the X. I don't want to say it. I don't want YouTube to, what do they do? What is it called when they like judge your videos based on what you say and stuff? I can't remember what it's called, but I don't want them to get me, you guys. So, some of you guys need to enjoy the pleasure of physical sensation by connecting with another person. But also for this activity, you don't necessarily need to connect with anybody besides yourself, right? Like, you got 10 fingers, you got toys, whatever you got to do, make it work. I hope you guys are over 21, because I feel like even if you're 18, 19, 20, this wouldn't be for you. Like, this is a lot. But group number 2, sometimes you just got to do what it do. Like if you guys need to get your rocks off, or you need to like blow off some steam, let out some steam, that could be a way of releasing tension as well. So let's get one more card for you guys. And we're going to close out and go to group number 3. But one more thing that you guys need to hear is, boom, beauty ritual. Ooh, we like that. And look what the background color is, yellow, because sacral's orange. The solar connects to your confidence, your self-worth, right? And I know one thing for me, you guys, when I am feeling good, when I am looking good, I'm feeling good. When I do myself up, when I have my nails done, surprisingly, this is one of the first times when my nails are plain and I actually feel really beautiful. It's really weird. I guess it's like the work I'm doing on myself. But typically, I want my nails done. I want my hair done. I want my feet done. I want my lashes to have mascara. Like, we're not leaving the house looking crazy, right? But for you guys, I do feel like getting into the things that make you feel pretty or handsome, the things that make you feel good, is a way to feel more confident. And it doesn't matter what you feel confident about. Confidence is confidence. When you feel confident in one area of your life, it's almost like a virus that spreads to other areas of your life. But this is a good virus, right? In a sense. So confidence is really the key. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe looking good, you guys could have like Venus placements, Taurus and Libra. You guys could be Leos, where you like to be, done up and stuff like that. Or you could have that in your chart. What are some other really, really baddie like vibes? Capricorns love a good look, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you guys have to be those signs, but I'm just kind of like channeling here. I feel like some of you guys, as you are tapping in with beautifying yourself or handsomifying yourself, whatever you identify as, right? you will begin to feel really good about yourself. And the better you feel about yourself, the more capable you feel. And the more capable you feel, the more you are likely to embrace new beginnings and changes with passion and what's the word? Not courageousness, with courage and, you know, enthusiasm. You will be happy. Like, yo, change is here. I look good. I'm here for it. Like, that's me, you guys. I'm not going to lie. Change happening and I look like a bum. I'm not happy. Change happening and I'm done up. I don't mind it. So it's a thing. I don't know if it's mind over matter or what may have you, but this is what I got for you, group number 2. So I hope that this was not only entertaining, but helpful for you guys. If it was, comment down below. Let me know, like, if you guys are dealing with changes, what those look like. I love to give advice and I do comment back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share all the good things, because we do want this channel to grow, you guys. I want to be able to help so many people around the world. And you know, it starts with you guys. So feel free to do what you got to do what you feel called to do. I'm going to head over to group number 3, but if you're heading back to group 1, you guys are group 2. I'll see you there. If you're heading over to group 3, I'll see you there. But if you're stopping here, I will catch you in the next video. I love you. Peace out. All right, group number 3, if you guys chose the Angel Aura Quartz, then let's get into the message that you need to hear, you guys. This is, you know, a message to help you get right, because let me tell you, we got 6 planets in retrograde, and I know for a lot of you guys, life is lifing. I know for me, life has been lifing. But also, if you're watching this, because this is timeless, if you're watching this when, you know, the retrogrades are over and we're not in retrograde season, life could just be lifing for you, right? So this is just something that you need to hear that's going to help you get through whatever's going on in your life at this time, or maybe serve as confirmation for something that you're wanting to get clarity on. But let's see what's coming through for you guys, group number 3. Connecting with the viewers, those that are watching, tuning into group number 3. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. Thank you so much. Connecting with the viewers, the watchers, those that are tuning in. Group 3, I just realized that because I had turned the AC on real quick and it blew out my candle. So I'm using an old matchstick that I have. It's real ghetto on this channel, but you know what? You know what, group number 3. You know what, group number 3? We're going to let it rock. It is what it is. So as we were saying, back to our regularly scheduled programs. So connecting with the energy of group number 3. What needs to be heard, said, and honored for group 3? What needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 3? Connected with the viewers, those that are watching, tuning in. What do they need to know at this time, Spirit? For group 3, what are the messages coming through? What do they need to hear at this time? For group number 3, what are the messages coming through? What do they need to hear at this time? We have be proud. Group 3. Before I even read this, it's really giving, like, because you guys chose Angel Aura Quartz, I'm getting the vibe that, like, your guides are proud of you, your ancestors, your angels are proud of you. Like, you're doing something right. And I don't want to say right, like you could be doing it wrong, but you are definitely on a good path. You're definitely doing what it is that you're needing to be doing. You're doing what they're calling you to do, because again, like I was telling, I think it was group 1, we all sign soul contracts when we come into this life, right? And as a soul, before we are born, we are kind of determining the things and the lessons and the experiences we want to play out in our lives, because those are the things that we realize will help us to grow spiritually and stuff like that, right? To ascend. And so I do feel like you guys are doing what it is that you need to be doing to fulfill that soul contract, or to fulfill what your purpose here is, or one of your purposes, right? Because we're not just like one-dimensional beings, right? We have so many different aspects to ourselves. So I definitely feel like something you're doing, your guides, your spiritual team, they're in the background cheering you on, like, yeah, that's it right there, group number 3, you guys got this. So it says, it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So group number 3, you guys could be working real hard, or you know, just again, really doing the things that really feel aligned with you. And I feel like some of you guys, you haven't stopped to smell the roses real, like, you know, in a long time, I'm going to say, or in a little while, right? You haven't stopped to say, listen, I've got this done, I've got that done, I did this, I mastered that, I launched this, I put that out there, I was vulnerable at this time in my life, right? Because accomplishments and achievements are not just external. If you were able at some point to master your feelings and your emotions about, you know, life being life, if you were able to grow and change the way you react to things happening, and now you don't react, but you learn to respond, which responding is a little bit more intentional, right? Be proud of that. Like, be proud of any of the work that you've done on yourself. Be proud of any of the work that you've put out there into the collective, right? Just be proud of yourself. This is what you're needing to know at this time. What else we have coming through for group 3? What else do we have coming through for group number 3? Any other messages for group number 3? One more message for group 3, please. Group 3 is quiet. Do your guys just want you to be proud and that's it? Like, is that all you need to know? Thanks. We have receive. Ooh, I like that. It's almost like you've done the work, get ready to receive, right? They said something really specific in this card that really stuck out to me. And it was like, all that you, let me read it. It says, it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. And I almost like that, all that you will become, it's giving me like future tense, even though everything is happening now. But let's just say for the sake of simplicity, it's giving future tense, right? Where it's like you're getting ready to receive in the very near future all of the good karma and all of the efforts, or let me say all of the fruits of your efforts and of your labor, right? Whether it was internal or external. But receive says, you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebbs and flows of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe, which it is a universal law. So I feel like for you guys, group number 3, the message that's coming through is that you actually need to learn. Like, not only are you getting ready to receive, but you have to learn. Okay, Lola, you have to learn. Lola! Sorry, you guys. She's in the window, like in the living room, and she's looking outside the window, and she's like, yeah, it's action time. I see people walking. I see dogs. Right. But what I was saying to you guys, group number 3, is that it's time for you to learn how to receive, right? Like, I feel like you're getting ready to receive a lot, and it's like almost like the message is like you need to prepare for all of the things that you're about to receive. Because let me tell you something, when you do not know how to receive, when you're not open to receiving, and I kind of get that with this be proud, because being proud is almost like this energy of receiving gratitude for all that you have done and accomplished, right? Like, when you're proud of yourself, you're giving, but you're receiving through yourself, if that makes sense, right? Like, you're like offering the compliment, like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. But then you're also receiving the compliment, like, yeah, I really am proud of myself. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining this in a way that sounds kind of logical, but I feel like you guys have a hard time accepting good things or receiving good praise, or like, even receiving the acknowledgement that you're doing good work, right? That you're working on yourself and it's paying off, that you're doing the work in your external environment, whether that's in your relationship, in your family, in your job, your business, your career, a project, whatever this is. Maybe it's even cleaning your house, right? Like, be proud of the fact that you're exercising your capabilities. You're acting on them and you're getting things done, right? So let's see. The overall energy for you guys is synchronicity. So you guys have like a lot of universal alignment, and it's so funny because I said angel aura quartz during like when you guys were picking your crystals. I was like, it's giving like angelic vibes, it's giving cosmic divine vibes. So synchronicities literally come from the universe. And so it says, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So again, you guys are definitely on your path. You are attracting the right people, the right opportunities, the right synchronicities to really get done what it is that you need to get done. And I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys have been on the grind. Like, if you've been getting the urge to do inner work, you guys have been doing that. If you've been getting the urge to put work into your business, to put work into your relationship, into your children, your family, your friends, whatever this is, I feel like you've been acting on the divine impulses that you've been getting. And this is just confirmation that yes, everything that's been aligning for you has been synchronistic. It has been divinely guided to you from spirit straight to you, so that you can continue to fulfill whatever this specific purpose is that you are now acting on, right? But let's see what else we have for you guys, group number 3. Connecting with group 3, spirit, what needs to be heard, said, and honored. Connecting with the energy of group 3, pile 3. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. What are the messages coming through for group number 3? What are the messages coming through for group number 3? Okay. For group 3, what are the messages coming through? What do they need to know at this time? For group number 3, those who are watching, we have transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. So I was saying to you guys, whether you've been doing the inner work, whether you've been doing the external work, but I do feel like you guys, I get this emphasis on inner work a lot because receiving is internal, right? With this transformation energy, it definitely is confirmation that you guys are going through a transitory period in your lives, whether this is an inner transformation or you've done the inner work and now you're watching your external reality transform in front of you. Regardless, I do feel like that is part of the reason why you guys are getting ready to receive, because this transformation involves like your life changing, your circumstances changing. And it's like, if you're not able to be open to saying, yes, like I will accept this, I'm open and ready to receive the good things that life has to offer, it's almost like you're going to be slowing it down because you're offering resistance by being that way, thinking that way, you know, living that way. But it definitely says a fresh new way of living emerges, and I do feel like it has a lot to do with this energy of learning how to receive. Some of you guys, this is going to be your fresh new way of living, learning that it's not just about you putting things out there and doing the work and showing up for people. It's about learning how to receive the beautiful abundance that the universe wants to bestow upon you, whether that is people showing up for you, whether that's receiving money, whether it's receiving compliments, whether it's you getting, you know, increasing your business growth, whether it's a promotion for all the hard work that you've been doing on your job, whether it's your family celebrating you because you've been really helping them out, or whether it's your relationship, you know, your partner wants to like celebrate you because you've been really showing up in ways that they really appreciate. But I do feel like the transformation is coming through as you guys are learning how to open up to the energy of being receptive to the beautiful things that want to come in for you. Grounding, go deep and explore your roots. So I am feeling like this energy of not receiving comes from a deeper issue. This could have been in childhood, right? Usually go deep and explore your roots is fourth house energy, and that talks about children. It also talks about the mother. So I'm getting this vibe, group number 3, that some of you guys could have maybe mother issues stemming from childhood. But if not, I definitely feel like when you were younger, you weren't really taught how to receive, or maybe receiving was looked at as a bad thing. Maybe you didn't have a lot to receive, so you just looked at it as like, I'm never going to get a lot out of life and stuff like that. But it feels like past programming that you're needing to go deep and to explore so that you can root out what is not serving you. And what you're rooting out typically is going to be like negative beliefs, old stories that you're walking with, right? Like I used to walk with the story of scarcity, or scarcity as some people say. I used to walk with the story of lack. I used to walk with the story that there's not enough to go around. I used to walk with the story that good things don't happen to me, and I had to uproot those things and replace them, replant new seeds of I'm abundant. I'm the luckiest person I know. Everything's working out for me. I get every single thing that I want so easily. I never have to work hard for money. Those are my personal affirmations and some of the things that I've been walking with recently, new stories, right? That are helping me to open up and to receive more of what the universe wants to give to me, right? So if you can relate to that, I definitely feel like it's time to do the inner work, because in exploring your roots, the transformation comes as a result of that. Does that make sense? It's like you have to go deep to figure out what's in there, what's under the ground, what's buried beneath the surface. And it's interesting because going deep, when you think about deep energy, Scorpio is one sign that comes to mind. And then transformation also is tied to Scorpio. That's that death energy in the tarot. So I feel like some of you, if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, you're just needing to go through a really, really deep death and rebirth transformation in your life at this time. And it's solely really connected to this energy of being open to receiving, because you're doing what it feels like you're doing what you need to do, group number 3, as far as like, you know, doing your work, or at least you're on the right track, you know. But being on the right track means that you're also attracting the right things. And if you're not open to receiving, again, you're blocking your blessings, right? We have journey by moonlight, believe in magic. So some of you guys also, what you're needing to go deep into explore is how much you believe in the impossible, how much you believe in the magical essence of this universe that we live in, right? Where things are not based in logic, but things are actually based in like a chaotic, systematic kind of approach based, you know, in via the universe. That kind of gives you everything that you claim yourself to be, everything you know yourself to be, right? And I'm not talking about what you think about yourself, because a lot of times we think, oh, like I don't think negative things about myself, but what you know is actually buried in the subconscious mind. Those are the programs that stick. Those are the beliefs that stick, which is why you're needing to go deep and explore those things and uproot, again, anything that's just not serving you, right? So let's see, we're gonna use this deck now for group 3. Let's see what else you guys need to know at this time. Connecting with the energy of group 3, pile 3, crystal number 3. What do they need to know at this time? We got 6 retrogrades going on. What does the collective need to know at this time for group number 3? Those watching and tuning in, what messages need to come through for the viewers? One more shuffle. What messages need to come through? You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So some of you guys, you're receiving, or lack thereof, it stems from this belief, this program, this story that you're walking with that tells you that you're not good enough to be, do, or have whatever it is to receive the good things in life, right? Like some of you guys have no problem doing the work, putting good energy out there, but it's like when it comes to receiving that back in return, some of you guys struggle because you don't feel worthy. You don't feel like you are good enough to receive this. It's like, you guys ever see a person, and maybe you're like this, where something really good happens to this person and they start questioning, like, are you sure you meant to do that? Are you sure this is for me? Like, this is too much. You don't have to do all of that. Like that kind of vibe, that's an energy of not feeling worthy of whatever's being offered to you. I know for me, anytime, like I was always the person, this could be for me, who knows? I was always the person who would go out of my way for people. I love showing up. I love the smile. I love to see the smile on people's face when I do something for them that they really needed, or you know what I'm saying? Like showing up in a way where I know I really did help this person. But when it was time for those people to return the favor, I would always close myself off. Like, no, you don't have, it's okay. I try. In my mind, I justified it as being selfless. But the deeper root of that issue was that I didn't feel good enough about myself to receive what these people wanted to do for me. And I actually had an uncle. He's still here, but I have an uncle who spoke to me, and he really began to really help me shift my mindset when it comes to my self-concept and stuff like that, about like, you know, being good enough to receive. He told me, like, you are the goddess, you are the queen, like literally you have people who are, this is like, not literal, you guys. I can't think of the other word, the opposite of literal. Figurative, I can't remember what the other word is, but you guys know what I'm saying. Not literally, but he was like, you have people kneeling at your feet. The universe is literally working in your favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like really putting those words of encouragement in me. And it really did take root after like some repetition. We would talk a lot and he would tell me the same things all the time. And after like a couple months of talking to him consistently and really like hearing him pour this, you know, good stuff into me, this positivity into me, I started to really take on this energy of feeling good enough. And it's interesting because this is full moon in Virgo and I'm a Virgo. So you guys, listen, you guys could be earth signs because we got the 2 green cards here, right? Grounding, very earth-like energy. So you guys can have earth in your chart, but feeling good enough is like the first half of the battle. Being open enough is the second half. When you feel good and when you're open, receiving happens on its own, right? Let's see, what else do we have for the collective for group number 3? Luck is on your side, period. So this is just confirmation, you guys. What you need to know is that everything is working out for you. Everything's working out in your favor. Things are going well for you. Things are happening in your favor. And it's like with luck being on your side, look at the color scheme, right? Like, do you see how the colors are similar here? I almost feel like luck being on your side is like the universe's way of showing you like you're getting everything that you need, literally hand wrapped in a bow for you. And it's like, if you're not open to receiving it, think of it this way, right? When you're not open to receiving, the universe is going to assume that you don't want anything. And it's going to start not giving you stuff, right? And some of you guys are already comfortable with that. So you're like, okay, that's not a problem. Like, you know what I mean? But when you think about the life that you want, it's filled with the stuff that the universe is ready to give you. If you have a vision for your future, if you're putting in work towards something and it's like a goal that you have for yourself, that accomplishing that goal, achieving that goal comes with things, right? If you want to get a freaking Grammy, that comes with attention and accolades and praise for your song being the #1 hit or whatever, right? If you want to get the Nobel Prize, right? That comes with you getting the praise and the recognition that your book was a bestseller, right? Like these are just examples, you guys, but it's like you have to be willing to receive if you want to actually go far with whatever it is that you're pouring your effort and your energy into. And some of you guys, you're doing the work, but it's almost in vain because it's like what the payout from the work that you're doing, you don't even want it or you don't feel good enough to get it, right? Overall, we have adjustments are required. So there you have it. Like you guys got to start changing things up a little bit. And I feel like the transformation is that adjustment, right? The thing that needs to change is you going deep to explore your roots and figure out what is in you that makes you feel like you are not good enough, or what is in you that makes you feel icky when it comes to receiving, right? As you are exploring that energy, the universe will make it known to you. Once you set your intention on figuring something out or getting the answer or clarity about a situation, all you have to do is give it to God, and the universe will literally provide you with the clarity and the information you need at the time when you need it, right? And so I say that to say, making those changes, making those adjustments are going to serve you well, because you guys are literally like in the jackpot group number 3. Like whatever this is that you are putting your energy and efforts into, whether it's working on yourself or working on something outside of you, you literally have gold waiting to come into your hands. It's giving Ace of Pentacles vibes, right? But you have gold waiting to come right into your lap. And it's like, it's almost like, I don't need the gold. I did my work. I'm good. That was my payoff. No, get that money. What you mean? Like, this is how I'm feeling for you guys. So I want to look at something, because this card flipped out. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And I was talking about Scorpio energy. I knew it. This card flipped out, and I didn't take it because that other card came through. I'm like, okay, cool. But you guys may have fears about what it means to receive. Maybe some of you guys also what's coming through. And I'm getting such a strong feeling in my solar plexus right now. I was going to say like this energy of, I don't want to be disappointed, like if I get something and then it doesn't last, or I get something, I can't maintain it, or I get something and it gets taken away, right? Like let's say you get all this money, but like let's say the money comes and it goes and it never comes back again, right? Like that fear of like, I don't want to get, because when I get, it gets taken away, right? I just heard that saying, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, right? But I feel like some of you guys are operating with that that basis programming, and it's like you gotta shift this. That's the adjustment that's required. You have to believe in magic. You have to believe that everything's possible, right? Look, infinite abundance. And abundance is pouring into your life, and this is what I'm saying. I can't make this up, you guys. I can't make this up. Let's get some tarot on the table for group number 3. Let's get some tarot on the table for the collective, because look, you guys have gold literally waiting to pour into your lap. Like whatever you've been wanting, whatever gifts the universe has for you, it's like you want that. You want that. Don't be scared to accept it. Don't be scared that if I get this, what if I never get it again? If it happens once, what if it never happens again? If I get all this money, what if I spend it or I use it and I never get any more? Like work through those fears. Those fears are stunting you from being open to receiving, right? All right, so let's get into the tarot. I sound like somebody's mom, right? That's how my mom talks to me, right? I'm like, oh my God. For group 3, maybe you guys are mothers out there. I don't know. Tapping into somebody's mom. All right, first card out is the Stairway to Heaven, the Hierophant. So this is spiritual growth and ascension. This is, good things working out for you, but this is also talking about, let me get some cards on the table because I feel vibes, but I want to see what the vibes are. Oh, okay. 10 of Pentacles, the freaking sun, the moon in reverse. Ooh, the sun and the moon next to each other. That's that yin yang balance. We like that. Masculine, feminine principles. We like that. All right, hold on, you guys. Let me get 2 more cards out. We're going to talk about it. For group 3, please. Can we get 2 more? Oh, we got 2. Thanks. Cool. The World and the 8 of Swords in reverse. We love it. We love it. Group number 3. We love it. All right. So, group 3. What I'm seeing for you guys is this. Let's look at the overall energy. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. It's like being resistant to like whatever new endeavors, whatever new experiences the universe wants to gift you with. And you got to look at the pages as like people who are new to something. Maybe you're new to receiving. Maybe you're new to like, having things come your way. Maybe you're used to just working really hard and just giving, but never really seeing the payout from it. So it's like now to even think about a payout, it's like, what's that? Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like some of you guys are resistant because it's like, this is new for me. I don't really know what this is. I feel uncomfortable in receiving because I'm not used to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The unseen energy for you guys is the Star, and that's the energy that needs to be healed. What you don't know is that that's the thing you have to go deep to explore and actually heal. This is a card of wish fulfillment, but it's twofold because your wish fulfillment can't come through if you can't heal the part of you that's open to receiving the wish fulfillment to begin with. And that's what I was saying. It's like some of you guys, like you see visions for yourself, you see how you want your life to be. And it's like, you can't get that because you're not open to getting what that means, right? Like If your life looks like a big ass house in a mansion and you got 10 cars, and well, the group I'm talking to, you guys feel like humble people, right? So maybe you just want one house, maybe you want one or two vehicles, right? Nothing too crazy. Maybe some of you guys don't even want a house, maybe an apartment will do, right? But whatever that is, you got to be open to those things even coming to you, right? You got to be open to receiving those things. And it's like the universe is like, you're going to have everything you want. Why are you not proud of yourself? Why are you not happy about what's coming in for you? Why are you not comfortable with receiving yet? And it's like, you guys just got to do the healing work, you know? This first card, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant can talk about institutions, but it also can talk about, you know, your core values and beliefs, right? And I almost feel like this is that stairway to heaven where you guys are now dropping the heaviness of any beliefs or any stories that you were walking with that don't serve you, so that you can ascend into higher frequencies, right? Taking a really deep look at, you know, what values and what core beliefs you are walking with, so that you can do the work. Because a lot of you guys, again, this is what you want. The longevity of the career, the generational wealth, the happy family, the money and the financial stability, right? All of these things you want, that you literally, this is how it came, that you literally just have to be open to receiving, and you will have it. It literally, the sun is the most positive card out of the 78 tarot cards. You see how thick this deck is? And you guys literally got the sun, which tells me that not only is this a major arcana, you guys have 4 major arcana out of 6 cards. Right now, what you need to hear is super important because it's life-changing. Literally, all you have to do is be open. Look at her body posture. She's so open to receiving whatever this is, right? Whatever that dream for her future looks like. But for you guys to do that, you have to be willing to go deep. The moon, listen, she's submerged in that water. Water is emotions, right? Water holds memory. So this could also represent, you know, the subconscious mind and the stories that are stored there. Being willing to go deep and explore that, and then to close out any chapters in that subconscious area of your mind with those stories that no longer serve you. Closing out those chapters, closing out those old stories. That's not your life anymore. Those are not your problems anymore. You don't walk with those stories anymore, right? Doing that so that you can finally begin to get untethered from the sticky things that have been in your mind that have been keeping you from experiencing all of the abundance and everything that it is that you want for yourself. Literally, this is a person who's stuck. They're stagnant mentally. They don't got a clue of what's going on and they can't figure it out. You are literally being untied from the shackles that bind you energetically and mentally, so that you can now live life and live it more abundantly, in the words of Jesus, right? So let's move on, you guys, because I'm feeling this. Let's see. All right. I'm going to pull a card of surrender and see what it is that you need to release at this time. Group number 3, what would be the most beneficial thing for you to surrender or to surrender to at this time? And then we will see what your self-care messages are, and that's going to close out your reading. Connecting with the energy and the viewers of Group 3, Pile 3. Spirit, when is rehearsed and honored for the viewers and those watching and connecting with Group 3, Pile 3. What do they need to surrender? What would be the most beneficial thing for them to surrender? Freak me. I was gonna curse, but I had to catch it. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Can I make this up? I literally just said, those are not the stories you're walking with anymore. That's not your life anymore. Those are not your problems anymore. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Group number 3. Stop playing with me. Spirit, come through. Don't play with them. It says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. This looked like somebody who's soaring to me. Group number 3. So listen, you guys, it's all about releasing those stories. It's all about going deep and bringing closure to those chapters of your life, to those stories in your life, to those old experiences that you're still walking with, that you're still allowing to define you, which is basically the real root of the reason why you don't feel comfortable receiving the beautiful things that life has to offer. Because in your mind, you have outdated beliefs that tell you you're not worthy. This card is yellow, solar plexus, self-worth, self-confidence, how you feel about yourself, the value you place on yourself. Some of you guys, your value is not high enough, right? You know you do good work for other people. You know that you're a giver. It's funny because the other card in this deck that's tied to Virgo is a time to give rather than receive. You didn't get that card, because it's all about receiving for you guys. It's not about giving anymore. You've done the giving. Now it's time for you to reap all of the rewards that the universe has for you. Then we have surrender to wonder and awe. as your overall energy. And I'm not going to read it, but this card really talks about how life is magical, right? Believing in magic and surrendering to the magic of life, the beautiful magic that the universe has to offer. And I was saying for you guys, like a lot of what you're receiving, it's like coming by way of this magical universe, which is not logical. It is chaotic in its nature, but it's not logical, right? It's magical in essence. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're needing to surrender to that magic, to that energy, allow that to overtake you, right? We're going to close out now, group number 3, with some self-care messages for you guys. And we're going to get 3 cards. And this is going to wrap up your reading. Let's see what the universe, what God, source, with your what your angels, ancestors and angels want you to, practice or put into practice that's really going to help you to get in line with this energy, or really going to help you to at least get into a really good space for yourself where you're zen, you're calm, you're happy, you're joyful, you're at peace. And from there, the universe can begin to work its magic. So for group number 3, what do you guys need to hear at this time? What are the messages for group 3? What needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 3? Sound healing. Frequencies. So right now I'm playing lo-fi, you guys. To me, it's a form of sound healing because it is sound that really helps to keep me cool, calm, and collected. I love listening to lo-fi. It makes me feel very relaxed, right? But I also love sound bowls. I have one, and my good friend actually bought me one from India that I have yet to get from her, and that was like last year. I gotta go see her. That's a sidebar. But it made me think of how powerful the sound of, or how powerful the frequency of sound can be. And so using the frequency of sound to really, elevate your mood and to really change your frequency, that's a powerful thing. Look at this person's aura. It's like magnifying, right? Like as it's kind of like extending outward. It's beautiful. So let's see what else we have for you guys, group number 3. Sidebar. If you guys know who Jhené Aiko is, the singer, she has a beautiful, beautiful sound bowl collection. I looked and it was sold out last time I tried to buy it. That was maybe like 2 months ago. But you guys can check into her website and look and see if those interest you. If not, you can find them in so many other different places. But that just came to my mind because this girl kind of reminded me of her. And her sound bowls were literally like visually so aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. I thought they were like the prettiest sound. I wanted to buy all of them. I'm like, I need these sound bowls. Even if I only play it once a year, I don't care. I need them because just seeing them, it does something to me personally, right? But that's just like a plug for you guys if you want to look into it. They are, for her, they are a little bit pricey. I got my sound bowl, the one that I have, for like less than $50. Hers were like going to like $800 to $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. So I guess it's really, really good quality. And so if you don't mind, paying for the quality, then do your thing. But that was just a little plug for you guys. She was the person that came to mind for the sound bowls. And I just feel like hers, they are so pretty. I don't know. All right. So they said, keep this one. And they told me why. Pleasure came out. Card number 40. It's interesting because they said, to experience this, you have to be able to receive it, right? So some of you guys, you're needing to practice like self-pleasure, whatever that looks like for you, right? It doesn't always have to be sexual, but it can be an energy where you are doing things that please you. You're doing things that feel good to you, right? That's a way of opening yourself up to the feeling of feeling good, because that's what receiving is. It's this ability to allow yourself to feel good, especially when... Sorry, you guys. I thought I heard sirens and I was about to say, there it go. I heard them spiritually, so it's fine. But especially when you are, getting something from the universe. In order to receive that thing that's going to feel good, you have to allow yourself to feel good about it, right? That's like really a big part of receiving. And so practicing, in self-pleasure, whatever that looks like for you. It could be drinking a cup of tea when you first wake up, right? I used to do that all the time, but it's summertime, so it's hot now. I don't really indulge in the hot tea as much. But, just doing those things that really that really pleases you. Last card for you guys, group number 3. What is the message coming through for group 3? What else should they indulge in that would raise their vibration, make them feel good, help them open up to the energy of receiving? Look for fairies, another card that talks about believing in magic, right? So funny story, you guys. My sister actually saw a real fairy one time in Florida, and I know she's not lying because I follow this... Well, first of all, I know she's not lying because I just believe in all of the mystical creatures anyway. But I follow this lady on YouTube who is like into extraterrestrials and like conspiracy theories, all that stuff, right? Long story short, I was watching her on live one day, and she talked about how she lives in Florida as well. She talked about how she caught a fairy on camera, and it was on her Instagram. And I was like, what? So I'm like, if she's talking about it on her Instagram, let me go look for the Carfax, because I'm not just about to believe whatever, you know? I went on her Instagram. I literally saw she posted it. It's like this little thing that has like legs and stuff. I swear to you, little fairies, look for them. They exist, right? But it's all, the essence of this card is believing in magic. And there's something about you guys where it's like you don't have enough faith in the mystical, in the magical. For some of you guys, everything is logic and practical, right? Or being logical and being practical. But life is a lot more expansive than just that. You need those energies, but to balance those energies, you can't just be all of that. You got to be able to also be liberated in your ability to just have faith and to just throw caution to the wind sometimes, right? Things like that. Overall, you guys have massage. So again, receiving, right? Like typically people don't massage themselves. You can, but it feels, at least from what I understand and from what the people I've spoken to about massages in my life, whatever, how they feel about it is like, it feels good when you have somebody else do it, right? And so I feel like for you guys, again, just that energy of being able to receive, to get into the receiving mode, that's going to change the game for you guys. I feel like your life already feels good because you're doing the things that you can feel proud of. But at the same time, if you would just allow yourself to receive, you'd be a lot more happier. And it's not because of the stuff, right? The stuff doesn't make you happy. It's connecting with things that feel aligned with you. You ever meet a person and you connect with them and they're so vibrationally like aligned with you, it just feels so good. It's not the person, it's the energy. Just like with the stuff, it's not the stuff, it's the energy. It's the, wow, I really am abundant. Wow, I can look at all the things around me and be so grateful for it. Wow, this feels so magical, right? So group 3, this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for vibing and connecting and sharing time, space, and energy with your girl. I missed you guys so much, and I know I haven't filmed as consistently over the summer, but it's been a lot of things. I have so many birthdays in my family and my loved ones in the summertime, so I'm always like planning things and doing things. But I'm showing up for you guys. I'm here for you guys. So comment below if this is you, if this is your story. Let me know how you're feeling. You can even let me know, the stories that you're walking with, and I will do my best to give you advice. I love to help people out and stuff like that. And I like to comment back and stuff. I like talking to y'all, so do y'all thing. But you guys, this is what I have for you. If you're heading over to the other 2 groups, I'll see you there. But if you're stopping here, thank you for connecting. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of the good things, because we do want this channel to grow. I would love to be able to help so many more people. And the way to do that is to get the exposure. So help a girl out, you guys. You love to give group number 3. Give me a like. I love you guys so much. Until the next time we speak and connect. Peace out.